There we go.
You got a little loud and genteel today. So.
Oh, man, it sure did. Well, and it started with that great Rambler throwback defense. You held them to 32% shooting for the game. They stayed in it at the line and on the offensive glass, Coach, but great defense nonetheless. You always talk, when it comes to defense, about compete and effort, and you had that today for sure. But what did you do schematically against Oduro and Mason?
You know, he's a guy that likes to face up in the post a lot, and so we just kind of wanted to dictate him where he was going to be going with the ball. And I thought we were sound. Even the fouls they called, I mean, you know, agree to disagree, I guess, is the way I'll put it. But I thought we made him uncomfortable. I thought we made his catches hard, and then I thought when he got the ball, I thought we made it hard for him to see where to go with the ball. I thought our guys were extremely locked in. I mean, it's two games in a row that we've been pretty good on all league post players, and you know you got to give guys like Bryce and Huddy and Tom a lot of credit. Because they're doing a really good job making those catches hard and then executing the post coverage.
Yeah, so are you concerned at all by the foul trouble, like kind of been plaguing our bigs over the last couple games?
Yeah, of course. I mean, defending without fouling is one of our, foundational pieces, or one that we want to be a foundational piece of our defense. And obviously, you're concerned about it, but I want him to be physical at the same time. And so, especially when I might agree to disagree. So I don't know what I'm allowed or not allowed to say. So, but if I agree to disagree, and they're playing with physicality and making those catches hard, you know what? I think we got three guys that have shown that they can all help us win games. And as much as I wanted Huddy to hit his free throws tonight, I thought he was superb in knowing what to do. And after not playing in the first half, having to step up and play those crunch time minutes is hard to do. CT, you know that as a former player, and so I'm really proud of him for the way that he stepped up tonight.
We looked at the box score with about 2 minutes left in the first half, and your team had not committed a turnover. You committed 2 more in the final 2 minutes of the first half, but only 6 for the entire game. So pretty much a low water mark or the year, maybe a high water mark, depending on how we're looking at it. Talk about playing under control and what a difference it makes when you don't turn the ball over.
For sure, and I mean, they pressure you too. I mean, they were coming at us in the half court, trapping us. They were pressing us full court. I guess what we've been doing with the 10 balls in practice, and we can't play offense anymore. I mean, we started that when we played at George Mason, and I think our turnovers have went significantly down in the past month. And so guys are bought in, guys are believing, and it's not all about what I'm doing, because they're the ones that got to make those plays. I thought we handled their ball screen traps good. I mean, just every way that we could have taken care of the ball today. I thought we did a fantastic job of that, and our guys deserve all the credit in the world.
All right, so we're getting ready for St. Joe's here next Wednesday. So what are our thoughts going into that one? How are we preparing?
They're super dynamic on the perimeter, and last time Lynn Greer was 3 for 30 for 3 before we played him, and he hit 5 threes versus us, and so kudos to him. I'm sure we'll see if we'll make adjustments. We might stay with. I don't know what we'll do. I know Reynolds. I saw them play. Obviously, they played George Mason right before they played him this week. So, Reynolds is dynamic. He was player of the week last week, and for the A10. So he's playing better. Cam Brown is dynamic, and then Obina's been a presence for them inside. So he was a force versus us, and so we got to do a really good job defending their guards, because they're super dynamic off of the bounce.
You're 2-2 in your last 4 A10 games. You've won back-to-back A10 home games. The losses are off a great first half in Duquesne, and then just a fantastic all-around performance where you take Dayton to overtime in one of the toughest environments in all of college basketball. You feel like you've got some momentum going now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're getting better. I think that's shown in the way that we've competed in second halves, especially. That's what this team, like I've talked about, at the top of a pyramid of success is knowing and believing that you're going to win, and fighting through adversity and competing no matter what. Like those types of themes are things that we've been focusing on. And I think we're closing that gap. I mean, we're not obviously all the way at the top where we want to be yet, but we're closing that gap, and guys have remained bought in. I think our culture, like I've been saying, even when we were losing those games, I think our culture is still pretty solid. I think guys are starting to understand their roles, and I think guys are starting to be more confident in their abilities and understanding exactly what I want as well. So kudos to the guys for their approach. We've had great practices, high energy practices. Our bench has been fantastic. Our coaching staff today was Patrick Wallace, his obviously with him, but it was his game plan. It was his scout. He did a great job. Sean Dwyer's been fantastic. Kamar Morgan's been fantastic. So I'm all the way pleased with the progress. Obviously, we want to be in a better spot. We don't want to be now with this win. We don't want to be 8-14, but we'll take it. It's a situation that we're in, and we're just going to continue to try to keep putting our head down and keep trying to get better.
Okay, so tonight, hot tea, honey, and maybe another beverage.
For sure.
We won't talk about that, but feel free, and all of that's going to help. It's all going to help.
I need it, and guys got the day off tomorrow, and we'll get back on Monday. Obviously, we'll coaches will be up here getting ready for St. Joe's, and a couple guys I'm sure will probably be in here getting shots up because these guys don't rest. And, I'm just proud of the way that this group is starting to grow.
Congratulations! Thanks for joining us. Go rest your voice.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it.